Alright guys, how's she going today for Sunday? This will be kind of like a Sunday video update kind of thingy. So, you can see I got the rake down in here. It's been sitting here, well, since yesterday, because I raked a pretty good chunk of it, well, about half of it, kinda, but we don't know for sure. I don't even know yet. I gotta check this, but it rained Friday night. Friday, I think it was. And this was pretty wet, but so I did a little bit of raking. I did the end rows, which are now baled up and gone. Same thing over there, but yeah, he said just to kind of wait it out for Sunday for raking, because he thinks this would probably dry out by Monday. So yeah, I didn't rake anything today, and well, we got that hayfield over there baled up, I believe. I gotta go over there and count the number of bales that are in that field. But I'm just checking moisture. And it's surprisingly, come on, it's surprisingly dry for being sunny like it is and windy. Well, there's a little bit of moisture here, so it didn't dry 100%, but that little bit of moisture may not even cause an issue from like molding or rotting or anything stupid like that. So the young guy seen my fuel line here. He said that I needed to do something about that. He says that's not supposed to be like that. He says he thinks this is still the wrong fuel line on here, but he said that you're supposed to put these brackets on, which is what I did, but see, I'm missing pretty much all the spacers. There's one spacer in here. So I just used some old pieces of garden hose. I doubled them up, and now this hose isn't going anywhere. Not that it was really going anywhere to begin with, but he thinks it was at all. He says that it's supposed to have a certain size or a certain type of fuel line on here. It's supposed to be kind of like a shock absorbing type of fuel line, I guess. I don't really know, but he thinks this is just a standard fuel line. But I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't gonna worry about it until it starts to leak. So yeah. But we left everything down here anyway, because we don't know. He says I need to get a drawbar for the 3-point instead of hooking it to there. He says it would be easier to rake it then, because you wouldn't have to get rid of the end rows as quick. But anyways, he actually, I don't want to say him, but he bought a third baler. But it's not really, well, it's like, I guess 50% his, and then 50% I believe is his daughter's. And he said that he bought this baler because the other one he wanted to get was gone. He has a second 855, but he says it still broke down, and he says for the price that he's got to put into it, he's better off buying another baler to get the job done until he could afford it. So we got the 1086, which is what did a large percentage of baling around here. And then he's got the Magnum. His daughter was running that thing. But he picked up this dandy little New Holland 688 baler. And but he doesn't really want it on the Magnum. He says the Magnum's too clumsy for this, but he's got it on there anyway. because he says this is only a it's only a 1000 tractor PTO, and he's got you can see he's got an adapter on there. So I've never had a chance to really look at anything up close because it's never easy to hear. But so this is the shared baler that they're sharing together, I guess. And I don't know. I honestly don't think I'm really a big fan of these. It's not the belt type baler that I'm not worried about. I don't mind the belt balers, but it's just this shape of baler I'm not a fan of. It's just kind of an ugly shape, but I guess it gets the fucking job done. That's really all that matters. It's only got one remote. He says it doesn't have hydraulic pickup. It's got the manual type, I guess, which is kind of whatever. So, like I said, he's got another one of those, but he says he's got to put tons of money into that. Well, not into this baler, but the second baler. And he was going to put this baler on this tractor, but I don't know, this one is still going, so. But he says this baler is a 540, so, and the tractor's only 1000. But this tractor was over by the cemetery. It baled all that, and then he baled the roadside because this tractor doesn't have its duals on, so it's not exactly a smart thing to be doing. So, but yeah, anyways, looks like this baler really makes a mess down in there. But I don't know. You guys tell. I mean, I'm sure they're good balers, but it's not really what I'm crazy for. I like the newer design better, the newer ones, or the 855s. They're about as good as they'll ever get for me, unless I get a John Deere baler. A John Deere baler makes good shape and bales too, or makes a good design on a baler. So I don't really know what it has for a monitor for an auto wrap feature. I don't really see anything, but I imagine there's something up on the dash. But so 7130. This is that new toy he picked up. I think it was last year or a couple of years ago. He was going to put the loader that goes on the 1086 on this tractor, but he says this tractor would probably just rape it, so he canceled that plan. But he's planning on putting, I see that he took the loader mounts off, so he's getting somewhere. There's a loader mount that's supposed to go here. Where, you know, obviously this 1086 has got a high lift IH loader that goes on this thing, but the frame's all shot, so he's got apparently new ones off a 1066. So I guess he's just kind of slowly ripping stuff off. But anyways, well, he baled quite a bit. I don't know. I'm not going to count the number of bales in his field yet because it's pointless because we're not done anyway. But this baler's getting wore out, so that's why he's got another one. He's going to retire this baler because it's got too many bales on it, and even though it seems to keep going, but he says everything's wore out. He says the metal inside, and just the middle where it's all shiny, it's all thinned out. So, and right now the chain's loose. So I guess come Monday he's gonna have to do something with that. I guess he's even got a right there. I think it's got a dent in the bar. Probably picked up a log or something, most likely, but. Yeah, so he's got 3 balers pretty much now, and yeah. But this is that new one that he picked up. I guess he picked this up at an auction sale. because the other baler he wanted to get was gone, so he was kind of left with this one. But I don't know. I don't know how much. I don't think she made much for bales. Well, I'd have to go check that other field, but most of these are done with a 10, but I think that bale right there was made with that baler. And to be honest with you, I think that baler does a better job. But it could be too, because his baler's wore out and it's not doing as great of a job. But I just parked my tractor there. That's where I left it, because that was to mark where I left off, so I would know what to do. Now this was already raked, but I'm just gonna recheck it. So yeah, so a 688 New Holland baler compared to a New Holland 855 round baler. I think this is the one that come off that baler, and I think it did a pretty good job. I don't know how tight she was making them. Probably as tight as he wants them. Oh no, these are pretty loose. Good. I like them loose. He has a habit of making them so bloody freaking tight that when you want to rip into them with a pitchfork, you got to break the fork in half in order to do that. So, and this bale looks like it's about to tip over. I guess he didn't get enough hay on that one side. But yeah, we did. I raked until about 8 o'clock last night, and he said to quit because I was getting too far ahead of the baler, and this hay was still too wet. And then so we decided to go bale some other stuff and to come back to this. So then when we came back to it, it was still wet. Man, this bale's about ready to freaking tip. He didn't get enough hay on this one side. Whew, look at that. Yeah, he didn't get enough hay on that one side. Yeah. But yeah, so, and you can kind of tell that this baler doesn't do as nice of a job, but it gets the job done though. I don't know what it is with that 855, but you can tell it's like in places it's not putting string on. I don't know, I think that baler's, he says that baler's wore out, but if that's the reason for the goofy twine, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll have to rake, to be honest with you, because I just checked it and so honestly seems alright. But I'll leave it. And yeah, I'll just leave it and then check it again tomorrow. I'm not going to waste my time anymore today checking up on it. Especially this stuff, because this is what's already been raked. So why am I walking here? I don't know, because it's been raked, so I know it's going to dry out. But yeah, I think that 688 does a better job of baling. Maybe he should just get another one of those. But he likes them old 855s. He says they do pretty good for other types of grass. I don't know exactly. I can't remember. I think straw too. I think he said it did a pretty good job in straw, but I don't know. I've always heard that belt balers do better in straw than these old chain types, but I don't know. Belt balers are always just seem to be more expensive, but yet they do a better job. So it probably, because I'm still looking for a baler for this guy or this girl. It's a girl. It's got a girl's name. So looking for a baler for that one and a cutter. I know what his cutter is. That 16 footer he was using, that's a MacDon 2050, I think it was. and 16-foot wide cutter. So that, and then a baler. We're doing this shit ourselves, but we gotta have the money to get it first. So gotta have the sneeze there, but I don't know. It's in places it's fine, but then you get other places it's wet. So what do? Just say fuck it and bail it, be done with it. But he ain't coming to Monday. So, but yeah, it's not too. Try to flip this over. He thinks this would be ready to go by Monday, and it's honestly feeling like it is. So I may not even have to rake anymore. So I want to go check that other field over there. So many bales are there. Because he was there baling, but then I guess she got done with the cemetery, and then she come over here, and then they swapped. He stopped baling and he started baling over here. He did leave one end row behind. I guess he forgot about it, and I didn't really want to. I guess I could have called them, but pretty much right here where Big Red's sitting, there was a windrow left here going east and west. But I didn't really bother because these windrows were kind of out of the way. So a little bit of fucking up that I did do, he can just deal with it. He says the best thing to do is to get a drawbar and the 3-point, then you can just lift it up and over. Yeah, well that's like $150, $180 investment. It would pay off to have one, but yeah. So we got 3 tractors in the field this year. You know, because mine's over there, so you got to count that, and then his, and then the Magnum. So, but I know this would definitely be dry, so that can just get baled right as it is. So yeah, so there's not much else going on. I just got a block heater. So yeah, his tractor's set it up a lot wider than mine, but his tires are so skinny though. Oof. They're even skinnier than mine. But he's out nice and wide though, which is good. It's only got one set of, it's only the pickup's not hydraulic, so that's kind of a W downer about that. And I'm looking at 855s, and some of them don't even come with hydraulic pickup. If it don't have hydraulic pickup, I'm not buying it. It's just plain and simple. Yeah. Looks like I got the old hand cranker. So, but yeah. This is where it must have come from originally when it was new. Never heard of that. So, it's probably where it was sold brand new, I bet, and then it just moved its way up here. Because South Dakota is quite a ways away from here. I mean, it's right under North Dakota, but, you know, it's still pretty far away from us, so somebody in South Dakota must have owned it, or it was sold new there, and then it just worked its way up here, going through different owners. Who knows how many owners this baler's been through, but it's a decent baler. But I don't know. I like the 855s. I like their style better. But I also like the newer New Hollands too, because they still have this similar design, but they're a lot. It's kind of, well, it's the BR series that has a little bit better looking design. But I guess if you had to, you could get one of these balers and you'd be just fine. But not sure if it's something I would invest in, because you can get an 855 for fairly cheap, but if it doesn't have what I want, I'm not getting it. And that's the problem with these older balers. Not many of them had hydraulic pickup and the auto tie feature, and you know, some of that was mechanical, and I'll pass on that. So, but yeah, I don't know. I guess that's pretty much it. I guess we'll just see on how far we can get with, I guess with baling tomorrow. And, whatever else. Because there's not much else to do at the moment. So, but yeah. But we got a decent amount of baling done. I'm glad to get some baling done. And they're not talking any rain for a few days, so yeah. So I think here for rain we only got about a tenth that Friday night, I guess it was, or Friday morning actually. And then just across at his place, he said that he got up to an inch. And the stuff over there across the river on North Dakota side, he says that stuff was just so wet that it was never going to dry out. It would have needed all Sunday too. And who knows if it'll even dry out today yet too. I mean, there's a good breeze and the sun's very powerful, so lots of stuff should get done. I mean, lots of stuff should dry out, I guess. So, you know, something else I noticed too, his block heater cord is a lot shorter than mine. Of course, it's a much older one, but mine is a lot longer than that. Like, mine can go all the way and loop-de-loops, all loop-de-looped all around everything. But I had to have one put in because I didn't have one. When I bought the tractor, it wasn't working. So, but this is what I need to do to mine too. Drill a hole through this so you can pull your filter out when you need to without you know, whatever you whatever, you know. So, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll just see how that. Well, we'll see what Monday brings, I guess. Because I don't know if this. I mean, it looks like it's dried out fairly well, so we should be okay. But he said not to rake anyway. It's just because he thinks that it would dry out by tomorrow, and it looks like it is. So I may not even have to rake. But I'm going to leave the tractor anyway until, I guess, until Monday, and we'll make our final decision then to either rake or say fuck it and park it off in the side, take it back to the yard, I guess. But he thinks I should have went over there and raked that stuff on North Dakota side, but I'm not doing that. So, you know, I'm sure he'd give me a little something for my time wasted in doing it, you know, but still. But whatever. I guess we'll just wait and see. So, yeah, if you look over here, I guess I got it kind of tucked away now, but you can see the coil mess here of, yeah, I got plenty of cord. It was routed over here, but I had to I had to take it off because I had to get to the battery box, so I just moved it over there. Needs to be a lot shorter than that, but whatever. So, that tire's hot. Whew. Sun sure bakes the shit out of them. But nothing I can do about it. Day's almost over with now, so. Yeah, she got pretty cool last night, too. There's a damn cobweb on there. Son of a bitch. She got pretty cool last night, too. I think it got down to like 56, I think. Maybe I might have gotten even colder than that, but I don't really know for sure, but she got cool anyway. So, but let's see here. Take one more last look and then, ouch, freaking damn picky weeds. That's cool. So now we're getting into some wet stuff now, so it's kind of funny. Yeah, right here, it's still soaked. So you get that odd spot where it's still wet, but yet it's dry in some places and wet in the others. So I'm just gonna leave that like that, and I can just dry out with the rest of the sun. That'll dry out in like another hour. It'll be dry. So, but yeah. So we'll see. I guess how many more bales we'll get out of this. Obviously, we're still not halfway done, but I don't know. We should definitely get either the same amount of hay as we did last year or get slightly more. So, but I'm going to go over to that field and count the number of bales over there and then see how many bales we got there. But so to all those faggots out there that say I don't use my tractor for anything, well, what do you call this? You know? So yeah, it's not baling or anything, but at least it's doing something. It's better than sitting in the yard and not doing much of anything. Of course, I do use it on the garden, but we're not gardening right now, so I'm not worried about it. So, get some grass wrapped up in here. That's gonna destroy that bearing after a while. I'm gonna have to try to. And I guess I'll have to try to get that out. Get my hands all freaking greasy. But yeah, so yeah, you can go cry to your mama. Don't tell me that I don't fucking do shit, because I do plenty around here. Every year that goes by, it seems like I'm doing more shit than I should be doing, but I'm doing it. So, and who knows how much longer my uncle's going to want to continue doing this too, because they're still griping about having to buy hay, because they probably know for sure that we're going to have to do it again anyway. But we have more cattle too this year than we did in the past. And we have another little calf roaming around on the farm. And it's a girl. We had him in the barn, but the mother said, fuck no, I'm not having that. And she rammed right through the wooden gate that's in the barn. That's into my pen, because we just shoved her in there because figured, I'm not using it, so it'd be alright. Well, that was a bad idea, because yeah, freaking cow went right through the freaking gate, destroyed it. So now gotta buy a new gate. Well, it'll be a steel one this time. Not that it's gonna be much stronger, it's just that we need a gate. So someone's gonna have to make the investments. So, but whatever. So I guess for now, guys, I'm going to take off, and I'm going to go do some other stuff, check up on the hay, and then we should be good. So, but yeah, at least we're getting something done. At least we're getting some hay baled. I think we'll definitely be able to finish Monday. So, at least she's going. So, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.